Hi, I'm Cassie, and today we're going to be working on a woven painting. So first, what you're going to need to do is paint. And ideally, you want to make them identical. Mine are not 100% identical. I don't know how they're going to look exactly when they're done, so we'll find out. This is what it would look like at the end if you did two identical paintings. This is what's going to come in your kit. So I made it a little bit easier for you if you want to use these to have identical images to start with. You're going to get some hearts and 2 snowflakes. And then cutting, which is where we're going to start next. The lines are going to be there for you too to cut, because I know I struggle cutting straight lines, and so I figured it would help you guys out a little bit too. Scissors are not included, but you are going to get a paintbrush, 3 different colors of paint. I gave you white. Again, you guys can do whatever you want with the paint. I enjoyed mixing the white in with the colors to make different colors, but again, it's your paint. You guys can do whatever you want with it. Then you're going to get all of those templates, and the instructions are going to come with it too. We'll get to the gluing part in a little bit, but first we have to cut our papers up. Once you've cut them all out, and the lines should help, but make sure you do cut one horizontal and one vertical, otherwise you won't be able to weave them together. You want to put them back together the way they were in the picture, or the way they were before you cut them. Then you're going to take this top strip here, and you're going to glue all of these vertically cut strips to this top strip. My suggestion is to use this kind of glue because it's fast grabbing, so you'll catch it right away, but Elmer's, this kind of glue will work well too. Either way works. This first one, all the way to the right, is going to go on top. You're going to want to make sure you alternate. So this first one goes on top, the next one is going to go underneath. And then over the top again. If you are doing this craft with a younger child, it would definitely be good before you do the craft to tell them that you're going to cut their painting up. Otherwise, they might be a little upset when you start taking the scissors to their paint. You don't have to apply the glue either. You can do this without gluing it together. This just makes these stay in place, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to weave. So you should have alternating strips all the way across. Now you're going to take your next one from the top and you're going to weave it through. Since you went on top, you're going to go on top again, and then you're going to go on top of the first one, underneath the next one. Then on top, and then underneath. And if you get your strips a little too close together like I did, it'll be harder. So spacing is important. On top, underneath. All the way across. It's not necessary to use glue at this part either, because once you start weaving, the weave itself will hold them in. The part where you might want to use glue again will be when we get to the bottom. You're going to take the next strip from the top. Since you went on top, this time you're going to go underneath and then over. Under and over. All the way across. And keep sliding the strips up so they're very close to touching the strip above it. And you're going to do the same thing all the way down, alternating every time. Now this one is actually gonna end up being my last strip because of the way I did it up here. This bottom strip isn't gonna be able to fit on there. If you guys nestle yours right up here, you'll have no problem getting all of the strips to fit in, like I did with this one over here. And that's what it looks like when you do it with two different colors. It's kind of cool looking, actually. You'll be able to pick this up at you can come all the way into the kids department and ask for it. It should be on the table right next to us like it normally is. Or you can come to the drive-through window and pick this up as well.